You know what is happening because I mean, it's a good idea. Mo gadi ehun sam de ye ne mo na tikro mu aye no mo gya mo so si MPP aban so ene nana His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so anhoba oni mu hia several engagement mo ni nya ya wo hye mo bo se ne be ya import duties mo kra ne o ma ba ye betete to so o ma wevi ne o ma bia ma mo ne de keka. So what is the challenge? So do we mean to say yeah, publican AI abai ababe pramo than say beboamwana and import duties no cost than before ana. Is that a reality?
Well, sir, in the first place, already duties are not yet na e was sorrow.
Okay.
In the run up to the elections, we had opportunity to meet the then flag bearer and the current president. Now, you will be a friend of bill of entry.
Okay.
Bill of entry, and nona the number of levies and taxes and the duty amount that you're supposed to pay, sa bill of entry, and I listed sa levies and taxes nina also. Now it was about 22 levies and taxes.
Oh, and then His Excellency John Dramani Mahama share no back me no
very good.
You who's have video no.
Very good.
Okay.
It's ono admit say we there
endorsed do I on one kai.
Until you see term be say me ba I will rationalize this duty regime.
Okay, that is what John Mahama His Excellency said then.
Yes.
Okay.
So, we were no crampona a day so kaya because of that unity and on a day both parties NDC and MPP NDC can say one bar on bema fixed rate and MPP so can say one bema flat rate which means say only will contain a bar say me fan say they will work out the modalities and to say be a container now the abano say be a use clothing and I say wo one is say be gu ho o the bar say 20,000 as obetua utua 20,000 away you near 20,000 for abia 20 footer container utua 20,000 and we fix and as a flat
and we
abia 40 footer so and I say one be working modalities na say abia be kwa say abia 30,000 for 40 footer container o the near man bar utua 30,000 what you near ma
and fix the flat ni na the crew
the same thing.
I bro for necessary.
It's him say, Sana, whoever comes into power, Sa Ayina Shishena, only in Shia won't catch rain. You say, and Nuna will be at the Bay Day. Or the Bay at the Bay Juma.
Okay.
And Yamia Bois, NDC, Maba Bemo, Mobile, say Moba, at least I say a ma emre na abino, a day, a stabilizing. Because I feel no better appointing the ministers near the day. Na Ansana Bibia stabilizer. Now some of the promises are more must start a day, must start implementing. And we are still looking forward for that rationalization or the fixed rate that they promises. And only Nyamai. But nobody also can dispute the fact to say with the stabilization of the currency, some windfall be as far as the duty payment is concerned.
Of course.
Nobody can dispute that.
Of course.
I know we have always been commending the government on that. But apart from that windfall, promise I'm making in the run up to the election one kasa no admit say sanema we dey door so ntimi ba mehwe na ma rationalizing na duty bona e dey abafem sa ade no monyeye na ma fe no masan ko fa this pelican AI assign e dey aba churning out outrageous duties.
And you already want to say to the layman's understanding. And you know, more can you make your bruchery a dreadful more gun a hanimal. Banish Shema, and Obasa or Ba, what in your mess. Obasa, what I say. In the end, they fan say, Adianka first, and your ma will crab bar, and go bet you have big savers 50,000, and now triple bet you have 1.5 billion actually. And your man, just a triple.
with the present implementation or deployment of this AI, this is what is happening.
Oh, is that the reality on the ground now?
Yes, Sakai Voxy,
Toyota Voxy.
Toyota Voxy. The previous duty was 79,000.
79,000. Okay.
79,000.
Okay.
Unim say currently obi de buy 780,000.
Ah, nyabutro. What's in the 79,000? And can it Canada 790 million?
Yes.
Almost what the enfant say and can it Canada 800 million?
Yes.
And few months on the implementation of the publican AI no.
Yes.
And the Voxy Corona will be there by 780, not just about 7.8 billion. Oh, how? Car Corona.
Yes. This is what we are talking about.
Oh, and as a Kobana Sadia, not just Abana Adamu.
Yeah, Masa. So, dear, what we are saying is suspend the policy, let's engage. We can fine tune the system. We can calibrate system because AI, no, Ajuma Yana say it helps in decision making. That is the primary objective of AI.
Okay.
Now, any person who see computer no, now we feed information.
Information, yeah.
Very good. It's garbage in, garbage out.
Sure.
It may be the way you have calibrated your system, no. It is not giving a true or a fair reflection of what the system is supposed to do. It is suspended. Na yensim kunya na yenyina yento atwadwen na yenhwe ekwan ye de fa so a ebe ye yenim se fine mu hia increment in revenue any problem so yenhwe se na ebe ya de na fine kakra bi kra na ebe ba ye de beto so a ye betua we are ready to do that,
sure,
but not this outrageous duties. Duty abia previously to about 60,000. So say ebeba no abia she could 600,000.
How? No. Then again, the Commissioner General of GRA, and so Ababe Kase, and your man Abano, one of the honor they are calling and say, increasing government revenue, or 2 years nearby, revenue increase about 1.2 billion Ghana cedi. One more there, they are calling it success. Say, I didn't have one by any scabibri. It's council bar system. No, I
one the revenue na bano.
Yeah.
And only idea one here but they are forgotten. Say, they are taking this revenue, one, illegally. And then two, they are taking this revenue at the expense of the businessman and also the consuming public.
Of course.
Because so would you see if you businessman if this outrageous duties now, you are in one way or the other collapsing his business.
Of course.
And as a okopesi kano kwa so na say odiba betua na say oyi niama na. And so who say no businessman is a Father Christmas, and therefore he will transfer whatever cost that he incurred to the consumer. Of course. Yes. And Yenyina said the purchasing power of the Ghanaian consumer is low.
Sure.
It's low. Ebanisana na at the price hikes and then this inflation that we are all enjoying, say inflation as a result of say the rate of price and inflation now yenya single digit no ebesan akosoro ama asan akọ double digit bio.
Anyway,
the government should listen to us and let's go into a negotiation table and then let's all come to middle ground benefit government and also the business community.
Anyway,
that is all what we are asking for.
And the air can the mobile Sabayan Tina Mukasa Moya Namuko Union at the end of the day, Sanya watches a moment for the Christmas for and the Sanya Muyi no Sana Mobatono. Zarabe.
That will be the end result. Sabayan says so soon tea near Yekano, Nasa ono dear Sikana air Banuntino. And no one on the Ojas or Bajia forgotten say this outrageous duties is being churned out as a result of the commission that the company that they have contracted to deploy this AI, you also get. What you say? Because based on Sika Mubenyano, and no commission and a company no
public and AI
no.
Yeah, we are. Sir, Ashanti regional minister. Mun di cry then.
What region? I see two region minister.
Na me refini din. Frank Amoakohene. Okay. Frank Amoakohene.
Unu regional minister.
Me refi. Me tinye hosi.
Na wo be kan asem.
Hwe, ma me nka asem kiro.
Why are
On siri trust wani wom.
Aden.
Frank Amoakohene. On siri trust wani wom. Dr. Frank, honorable Dr. Frank Amoakohene say yes sir.
Yeah.
On siri trust e wani wom.
Why are they no be?
Hwe, me nya me. Me de onya me hwe.
Na fi ade.
Me de onya me hwe. E ya Ashanti man. E ya Ashanti man. Hwe bra ye ni abre. Yeti hanom. E na mo se Sam George. E che learning centers, computers. Ashanti region, me pa cho producers no wa mo fa listening to so ma yen. Ashanti region. Ashanti region. A whole region, Ashanti region. Enya 3. A population of 5 million. Nipa ya to about hamunya ya 650,000 voters and a to about NDC. Wo Frank Amoakohene what ho?
Onya de.
And wo what na ya nyamiensa. Ye cheni ya mo amane. Wunim ho hwe. Ya wie ye no bra nya dabi. Eba wie ye de. Eba wie ye de. Uncle TikTok live ne. We want to see him. We want to see him. Do you think it's a joke to be a regional minister in Ashanti region? Do you think it's a joke? Okay, so I go nyedi. E wo kroma. What you ya nyamiensa? Ya nyamiensa den waka fa ho. 150 computers.
Menka de waka wa fa ho.
E den wa ya fa ho.
O say e ba e na no say wa frɛ communications minister.
No say
Sam George. Na Sam George Ashanti region second phase ni ebenya bi.
Ma me ka sam nche that is the worst nonsense they kwa kwa so nko kasa asem. I'm telling you, nonsense they kwa kwa so kasa asem.
No, you don't.
Ma hu that statement no. Say second phase and wakoma take for 500. Legon for ma legon for say.
Omo 200.
O ma legon for say 200. And UPS is way.
Omo bi.
UPS is way. Ghana Telecommunication University. Say, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What my legon for say? UPS or say all the public universities now are crying in ano. Omobia say. What are you talking about? Do you think it's a joke?
It's not a joke.
Ah, we catch say what friend communication minister say was second and then the other one here and kind for the voter for the na second what we can nyina second what be can nyina
and so the udi kaba
I don't know one the pet ye cha the pet second one no be aka ho ye to about voter munya 650,000 vote e wo voter region munya we oti
okay
atanu yi munya say it is sa sentence no nipa na wa Ashanti region hanom no ye kase ye nipa ne kase omko akoto ma me mfa nya hwio me sa learning say computer learning centers bla 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 me mapa ho me mfa nya hwe me nya but me wonua ketwa wachire ye wo mabunu wachire a omo hia e de aye bibi wo regional minister ati wo ye chade woni mu yi ti woni mu
no nya de oye minister
men kasa asem so wonya den
by wakobisem no say second
eti eye enough ana
enye enough any ye
eti wo okobusam ye kasa second badge na ono region say wo dey potu san nonsense wo dey na yi
oh no I wala no please don't radio in Benjo no please you need the man in this what that man
what you be potu san
no
I withdraw what you be potu
is the regional minister you need the man what that
me pacho me ni na temu
no because the nonsense there what that room munya
me ni na temu
and by foot he's the regional minister me
pacho me ni na temu
on Facebook say wa for regional minister no so second
wa check comment section there
well
wa check comment section
who follow no who kind of
wa check comment section
follow no pan you kind of
me follow no wa check comment section there
follow no pan I see
wa check comment section oh enti no hwe last me better hanom be kan me say onya abotre but ya no bi say ye ka ya didi atam ebi no kura be fe say non entity bi we don't exist enti no omo be keka nsem afa ye ho didi atam akeka de but I am telling you say yenim sabi yo baby a won ye nduru ho but at least ne wase ho enti ye hunu niam ba ko mienu miensa bi enti obi ne won mo ka say ye say utie kura chen nipa bi ti say yen no if we are talking next ye nia ye buafu na say ye nia bre a eno kura de fato nchen matebra na de wo ma ye say wo fa no wafa matemia yete ha yete ha he me the base member straight forward for no so me nka se bi nchiro once last me catch up me be 3 weeks ni na me catch up say airline ticket bu aye den ampa we kan me free ha no mo call ye na e na passion air for send me ayi letter I'm religious statement no correct say Ghana ya say introduce taxes fufuro airport ho e de ato wo mo koba so e je se fufuro alupre e koba ko bia utuatu NDC almost 30% tax eno na ne boa ya de na mom so ho na ate sa asemu enyi ye ne ye bekwa fifi mu aba be kan e ho na ate na me pese Ghana fo nyina hunu no mo te ase say ya introduce tax for e wa aviation ho abadada last week mu kra abo last week kra almost started wo fro flight $100 ni $200 e ko baba ko a domestico kuma se tu nkran yo kaza brojo fo no go na edu hwe ozu du ebe le ba bo chire brade ba ya Brian asem na hu ayi no ayi like no hu message dia ma mehu statement ayi with the domestic yo Thomas mama komra domestic enti bra asem na ya kan wo ha no ano eden enye easy
so you know what's a project no ni me no even though say Kejetia redevelopment program and as a project no funding sources no eye two right enti ni me no nyina obi akọ parliament differently what's the first one no Brazil for na support here. So that escrow account now is ready for Kano. There's an escrow account I set to pay off the debt. This is Kano. Yeah, you see, Obiama to pay off the debt. Oh, of course, Obiama. Oh no, I'm sure say he. Obiama Obosia. Surface market. Eso utuaneka. Right. Inti so utuane car you must create an account and would be to service that debt. Okay. And you buy the best to as sika no. About that no but yes so there when your friend is smart borrowing. Yeah. Esa bobusia de ye bibia no abetua ne ho ka. Okay. It is almost setting a certain account bi wo a woji sika no for adwade for na we raise revenue nyina no. Esa sika no ebi ko baby. Okay. Now we service that debt. It's na yentimi mfa say untime ka say funding sources ni nyina and I said they were not being fair to us. Why are they not fair? You see, say a car abaya why very very fair to Ashanti region and for that matter Jadifua. Can NDC abide and can yesa motuto yase. So apart from this biggest investment in Ashanti region, Kejetia market Dubai, phase 1. All the other supply markets now are developing with Kroma. Ejadifo ni Asawase market, Atonso market, Tafo market. All those markets because in inside Kumasi for Pejedi. MPP for Betnasu for 8 years. Zuba Naika has even commencement date in Ukraine around 2020. It was 2020, yes. Almost around that time. But she cannot down for completion of the project in Nasa, but at 44%. Mekai say Honorable Simon say Mensa, Madam for Okokachro tune for say project be brewa because of some yesika some etete pansa yentino. Not omuntimi nyesika ni biom. Because the funding agency now all mausika no pakachen say you are bankrupt. Or my munye. So the man won't mean to. Or the man won't mean to. I get your point. I see. So it is a Jadifo no. We say your vice president ba ho no Oshembo say March 2026 about your any month yan
you are in April
March enye na ante yan
of course
oh come on
paka Oshembo say we this
no paka
March
no,
and 15th of April
we are in
the middle of
it now with the during MPP time 4 good years the emphasis almost started 2020 4 good years mo ambo wa kra nkyere Akufo-Addo say Akufo-Addo edwa na wo beto ye no at least we answer na wako onu so shembo I don't know no de mo antu ntesukoko angu no so why did you demonstrate na abaya onu de or the less than 3 years John Mahama the less than 3 years and the wie Kejetia phase 1 onu de wontimi afa 4 years kra wie phase 2 amamo onu kwa de wontimi ankam challenge mo anye mo receive statement on him na by foforo wa be promise you so March year 2026 March year be twemo last month it who ni say wa start adwuma intino okoko apai o man ultimatum will not be like Akufo-Addo who will tell you say Kofanis kanakosi ye de himself you have every right so wo shop or to adi enti yate
I see.
Yate.
So you think they are doing politics?
Oh, I think that they are not being fair. I don't want to. I don't want
politics. No.
Me person make us more here politics. They are just not being fair to the Mahama government on this market issue. What in America? Mean because Ejadifo no, ebi NDC, ebi MPP.
Right.
So I cannot just sit here and say so. More here politics. But what I can say is, they are not being fair to us.